Liverpool lost 2-0 to local rivals Everton in the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Struggling Everton, battling relegation, whilst Liverpool were battling for the title in Klopp's farewell season. And wow, Liverpool were terrible. Liverpool were really, really bad. And it's been a common theme in their season as of recent weeks. And this is them out of the title race now, I think, in my opinion. I think it is now just a two-horse race between City and Arsenal. But before I get into the video and talking about the game, please don't forget to like the video if you enjoy. Comment down below your opinions, who you think's going to win the Premier League, what you thought of Liverpool's performance yesterday, and if you think that Klopp's last season at Liverpool has been a failure. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel if you haven't already. If you're, again, seeing this video and this is the first time you're seeing of me, subscribe to the channel. It only gets better from here. Trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. I think that's very doable. But yeah, without any further ado, let's look at this Liverpool performance yesterday. And well, Liverpool were bad. Liverpool were bad. And this is them out of the title race, like I said. And the way they've went out of all three of the competitions they were still in, obviously they won the Carabao Cup. That's a good achievement within itself. But the way they went out of the three other competitions has been sad and pretty embarrassing. Obviously, I made a video a month ago on the Manchester United game in the FA Cup, so I'll link that one down below if you want to go check out my thoughts on that game. But to quickly summarise, they bottled a lead twice. They bottled a lead in extra time. All they had to do was camp out on the edge of United's box and play that till penalties, and they had probably a decent chance of going through on penalties. Liverpool have some very good penalty takers. And they gave away the ball, and Man United went and scored on the counter-attack. Okay, fair enough. That game meant more to United. Man United need a trophy. Okay, fair enough. Lose 3-0 at home to Atlanta, 7th in Serie A. And then when they need a win, and they need to win this game to obviously stay in the competition, they go and win 1-0 from a penalty, and they don't even look like they're going for the win, because their front three shameful. And again, obviously they lost to Palace, and they've now lost again to Everton to knock them out of the title race, and their front three shameful. Núñez, Salah, Diaz, none of them can shoot. None of them can shoot. None of them can finish. Núñez, Diaz, fantastic running at defenders, driving at a team. Diaz, very good at dribbling. We saw that against City. We saw how he ruined Rodri, how he ruined Walker, and the amount of chances that Diaz created for himself. But then where did those chances end up? Either straight at Ortega or wide, because he can't finish. Núñez, very much the same. It's the same story with Núñez every single time. He's got all of this time, all of this space to just find the back of the net, and every time it is wide, it's over the bar, it's at the keeper, it's at the defender. And even Liverpool's, the most die-hard Núñez supporters, are sick of it. You see people everywhere saying they're sick of Núñez now, finally admitting that he's a flop, because we're 2 seasons into his Liverpool career now, and he still hasn't hit the ground running for an 100 million euros signing. It's not good enough, is it? And Salah, the main man, Mr. Liverpool over the last few years, the best attacker they've had in recent history, one of Liverpool's biggest legends in the modern era. Shameful. His finishing is just as bad as Núñez is, just as bad as Diaz is, and his decision making is just as bad as well. And I've been watching Salah recently, and this title race Salah, he's not the man. He's not him. He's not him. He just looks like a fraud. It doesn't look like you're watching Mo Salah of recent years. And it is sad to see, obviously, as someone that's been ripping up the Premier League for as many years, it's sad to see him go out this way. It's probably sad to see the Klopp team go out this way. Because, again, to back up this Salah point, Salah has 0 non-penalty goals or assists in his last 7 games. 7. Liverpool's front three haven't scored from open play. So Diaz, Nunez and Salah haven't scored from open play in their last 7. Salah has 2 penalties. Diaz scored from a corner. The last open play goal this front three scored was that goal Nunez scored, that lucky goal Nunez scored at Sheffield United. Gakpo and Jota off of the bench have more open play goals than their starting front three in the last 7 games. That is pathetic. That is bad. That is awful. You can't win a title. You can't win a treble. You can't win multiple trophies in a season. They're lucky to win 1 trophy this season. If the Carabao Cup final was any later in the season, they would have went trophyless, because this end to the season is catastrophic. And when you look at the game yesterday, Tarkowski, Braithwaite and DCL absolutely dominated Liverpool in the air. Van Dijk, Konate, 2 big lads, and obviously Everton pride themselves on being good in the air. DCL was probably the best player, best aerial player in the league. His jumping range is incredible. His jumping reach is incredible. Braithwaite and Tarkowski both also good in the air. Everton love playing for set pieces, dominating the air. But Van Dijk and Konate, who are no slouches, who aren't small individuals. Van Dijk is one of the most prolific centre-backs from a corner in the Premier League. Don't want to get anywhere near them. Tarkowski absolutely bullied Van Dijk to get a header across to the back post, and luckily Calvert-Lewin headed it straight at Alisson. You look at the first goal, the Braithwaite goal. It's excellent 9 play from Calvert-Lewin to follow that ball in, by the way. Even though it already crosses the line, it is excellent instinct to follow that ball in just in case it doesn't go in. I think that's good 9 play. But there were many chances for them to clear the ball, and they just let it bounce around their box, and Braithwaite takes the shot. Is it poor from Alisson? Is it unlucky from Alisson? I can't really make up my mind. I'm not really too sure on that one. You can let me know in the comments. But that second goal, that first goal was bad, but that second goal is criminal. That second goal is criminal. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, like I said, has one of the best jumping reaches in the Premier League. He is known for being an absolute demon in the air. So he's unmarked from a corner. His original man is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is not known for being good at defending or being an aerial presence. He then drifts off of him. Van Dijk and Konate are nowhere near him. Fair enough, they might have their hands full with Tarkowski and Braithwaite, but out of all of the people in that Everton team, the man you mark from a corner is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And long and behold, corner comes in, back stick, Calvert-Lewin, absolute bullet header into the back of the net. He sinks Liverpool's title dreams. He keeps Everton's, Premier League dream alive. And wow, it was just embarrassing, and it is a pathetic way for Liverpool to end their season. Man United in the FA Cup, Man United in the league, Palace in the league, Atalanta home and away. I don't care if they won the away leg, they were still terrible. The home and away, Palace, Everton. This is meant to be your manager's going away. This is your manager's last season at the club. The manager that has made most of your careers. Salah, Alisson, Trent, Robertson have so much to thank this man for the legacy he's helped them build at the club. And they're letting him go out like this. If Pep was to leave next season, and we put in performances like Liverpool are putting in, I would be fuming. I would be so angry at the club for letting down City's greatest ever manager, right? So this is Liverpool's best manager in recent years, in the Premier League era. He won them their first Premier League, their first title in 30 years. 3 Champions League finals, 1 Champions League, 2 Carabao Cups, and FA Cup, Community Shield. You know, he's won the lot. The only competition Klopp has competed in and not won at Liverpool is the Europa League. He's been knocked out. He's lost the Europa League twice. Once in the final, and obviously that was to Sevilla, and obviously he lost to Atalanta a few weeks ago. Okay, he's basically won the lot. Some may say, there are arguments to say that he's underachieved given the team he had, given the circumstances he had. I am looking to make a video on that when the season is done. I'm going to make a video on whether I think Klopp overachieved or underachieved. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out for that one. That video will be coming. But yeah, he's their best manager of recent years. One of their best managers of all time, right? Especially in my lifetime, especially in a lot of your lifetimes, right? And they're letting him go out like this. They're letting this be his goodbye. It's shameful. It is actually shameful. And, you know, they might still be able to win the Premier League. It is a very slim chance. And if they don't, which I think that is 99% sure that they will not win the Premier League, then serious questions need to be asked of this squad. And the new manager actually has a lot of work to do. Because if this is how they're going to perform under the man that has given them absolutely everything, then what are they going to do for some guy that's got no credit in the bank at the club? So a lot of work has to be done at Liverpool. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. And Klopp's farewell is done, because can they do an open top bus parade for just one Carabao Cup? Given everything that they've done this season and all the bottling and all the poor performances they've put in across all fronts. No, you can't. You can't. Yes, he deserves it going away from the club, but it can't be an open top bus parade for a League Cup, considering they were on to win. Basically, they were on to win the lot just 3 weeks ago, a month ago, right? You know, so yeah, that's my opinions on it. I think Liverpool have been an absolute disgrace in the last few weeks, and they've got no one to blame other than themselves, because their performances have not been good enough. They haven't performed to the levels that they performed in past seasons, or even to the levels they were performing at earlier on in the season. They looked nailed on to win the title at one point. After Klopp announced he was leaving, they looked nailed on to win this title. Man, it's all just slipped away from them. But that's all I really have to say. So let me know down below your opinions on the situation. Who you think's to blame for this Liverpool capitulation? Do you think Klopp's under or overachieved at Liverpool? Do you think a lot of these players in the squad might be finished and need to be moved on at the end of the season? And who do you think is going to win the Premier League? Do you think it's going to be Arsenal? Do you think it's going to be City? Or do you still think that Liverpool have a chance? Let me know in the comments down below. Obviously, like the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, especially if you're new around here. And if this is the first video of mine that you're watching, please go check out the rest of the videos on the channel. They won't disappoint. Remember, the goal is 300 subscribers by the end of the year. Well, all of that being said, I've been Nathan, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Shut down cases, they belly dots to the can't see faces. Chasing the bad guy chase it. You don't wanna be the one like Ace and like GT trying to tell him I'm wasted. Aye, tell a bad bitch come break it. Body come mad, come shake it. Then get back to the basics, bro. Done shut down cases. They belly dots to the